Olá pessoal, não percam esta informação acerca da Instant Gaming. A Instant Gaming é onde tu adquires os melhores jogos, os melhores lançamentos. É uma loja que te dá na hora os códigos para tu adquirires os jogos e tens uma tremenda segurança naquilo que tu recebes. Pessoal, aproveitem os melhores jogos e os melhores descontos só na Instant Gaming. Olá pessoal, tudo bem? Bem-vindos a mais uma notícia de jogos. Hoje vamos falar de F1 25. Isso mesmo, está prestes a sair o Fórmula 1 25. Não é muito o meu género de jogo, mas poderá ser vosso. E acho que o jogo está muito bom. Tem estado muito bom ao longo destes anos, mas acho que este ano vai estar mesmo muito bom. Vamos já à notícia. Vamos já diretamente para a notícia e depois vamos reagir a este vídeo, não é? Vamos ver este vídeo e reagir a este vídeo. Eu sei que há muita gente aí que gosta de Fórmula 1 e acho que o modo de história está muito bom, mas vamos já de seguida à publicação. Desde já um abraço enorme para o pessoal da Eurogamer, um abraço, faz um trabalho espetacular, como eu digo sempre e não me canso de dizer. Qualquer um deles faz um trabalho muito bom. E agora vamos já para a Electronic Arts. Apresentou o primeiro olhar à jogabilidade de EA Sports F1 25. Um novo jogo de condução da Codemasters que mostrará uma nova recriação da modalidade na vida real. Com a narração de Alex Jack e Matt Gallagher. O vídeo mostra os gráficos, jogabilidade e dá-nos uma amostra dos esforços da equipa para alcançar maior autenticidade nos seus jogos. Os circuitos do Bahrein, Miami, Melbourne, Suzuka e Imola receberam melhorias. Deve estar espetacular. Algo que também é destacado neste vídeo para exemplificar a precisão milimétrica desta recriação. A EA Sports coloca o foco na tecnologia LiDAR, que oferece aos jogadores níveis de detalhes sem precedentes, aproximando-nos ainda mais do ambiente de cada corrida. Deve estar super realista mesmo, não é? Refere Gavin Cooper, criativo de Codemasters, ou seja, tem vindo a melhorar cada vez mais, ou seja, e vai sair dia 30 de maio, não perca o dia 30 de maio, quem gosta de Fórmula 1 é imperdível, de certeza, não é? Vai sair para todas as plataformas, quer dizer, PlayStation 5, Xbox e PC, não estou a falar de todas as plataformas, era Switch também, não é? Mas vai sair para estas três plataformas, dia 30 de maio, não percam para os amantes de Fórmula 1 e de condução, não é? E não percam, vai estar brutal. Vamos já de seguida, vamos reagir ao trailer. Já ver se tem legendas. Ok, tem legendas, a gente vai meter assim. Bora. Ter som. Vamos meter som aqui, não falta nada. Bora, contagem. 3, 2, 1, bora!
Welcome to the first look at EA Sports F1 25 gameplay. I'm Matt Gallagher.
And I'm Alex Jakes.
We've got a ton to explore today, Alex. I haven't seen anything yet, but I've heard there's plenty of exciting stuff lined up.
Absolutely. We've got brand new reverse racing. It is going to be a
Está brutal,
blast to commentate on.
Let's jump right in. All right, let's pick our team and driver for the first lap.
We've gone for Haas and we've gone for Oliver Behrman. Not a bad shout.
I'm ready for this one, and you need to be ready as well. We're taking a lap around Austria in reverse. Alex, you've done a lot of commentary, but not in reverse.
No, this is going to be a unique challenge, Matt. I'm not nervous at all.
Well, nerves or no nerves, Alex, take us through this.
Here come the lights. We're
Bora.
going the wrong way round. We're underway and heading to the final corner of the racetrack first. How strange is this? As we go racing with Ollie Behrman into the final turn. And this is going to change things entirely. Will we get through? Everyone cleanly through. We're climbing the hill into the Jochen-Rink curb. But this is completely alien stuff, Matt.
So the studio wanted to spread their efforts to deliver value for players across the board. Reverse tracks allow EA to deliver something a bit more light-hearted, a bit different like we're seeing right now.
It's a lot of fun because now we're climbing the hill. At turn 7 and 8, normally have now turned into a really fast chicane. This is still a great overtaking opportunity. And Ollie Behrman showing us that.
So changing the race line and wear throughout the race is complex. EA manages 2 versions of each track in one file to account for track wear and wet weather drying. It's not just
Eu vou
about
só pôr um bocadinho abaixo para vocês verem a posição assim. Exatamente assim. E vocês conseguem ter a percepção, não é? Da posição. Está a 17 em 20.
He can. Super move. Super racetrack. Brilliant.
Alex, my brain is fried. Well, what have we just watched?
It is a completely different challenge, isn't it? But that's really fun.
Right, swiftly on to Miami. You'll be glad to know, Alex, this one is the right way around.
Fixe, a câmera acho que está boa assim, não está? Um bocadinho mais em baixo para vermos a posição. Tem que ver.
I'm liking the sound of that. Let's see what it looks like on board. And it's Oscar Piastri heading into the first turn. Been fortunate enough to attend this race on a couple of occasions.
Vou diminuir
not only on track, but around the stadium section. Really impressive stuff. Stuff that you'd only know if you've been there. Amazing.
So the accuracy is because of the LiDAR. It gives billions of data points, and also by matching the LiDAR data, the sense of speed would also translate closer to what a driver would experience on track.
We've even got the cable car on the left-hand side. I love it. But as we come down to the braking zones, this is what's going to make the difference when you are behind the wheel and being passed by Lando Norris initially. Over the bumps, which curbs can you use? Which curbs do you need to avoid? Absolutely crucial.
Tá muito realista.
Corners like this, as we climb the hill, some you have to avoid, some you have to take, like that one on the apex of the chicane.
So LiDAR enhances track realism by capturing details like elevation and curb height. You could just see when we were on board there, the way the car was bouncing around and compressing. It's brilliant stuff.
And we're going all the way to the end now. Here we go with Oscar Piastri. We're going to get the bumps into the braking zone. How much speed can he take through here? Final corner of the last lap. Stadium is ahead of us, but we're heading to the checkered flag. And Oscar Piastri comes over the line to win again and to punch the air.
Gostava de ver a outra câmara. Esta câmara é fixe, né? Para se jogar. Mas gostava de ver outra câmara, por exemplo, o carro de longe, como é que estava, para ver o nível gráfico do carro. Mas está. Assim é que se deve jogar, né? Fórmula 1 ou jogos de carros.
Off to the podium we go now.
Está fixe. Olha o Hamilton.
This is looking like a
O
massive step up.
Verstappen.
So using Valve Index base stations and a Vive tracker mounted onto a camera rig, EA took the existing podium cutscene animations in Motion Builder and used a plugin which allowed EA to record the tracking data from the Vive tracker. So this gave EA the natural movement that would be expected when a camera operator is reacting to events unfolding in front of them. Hence the step up.
It sounds like so much work has gone into it. Now,
bacana, está fixe até agora.
And at the bottom, reverse track with a pit stop. Bring this on. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this place looks like. The wrong way round. We're chasing down Fernando Alonso on board with Isaac Hadjar, and we're going the wrong way round through Luffield Corner, heading into Brooklands, and that is going to make the next part of the track scary quick.
It's learning a completely different track the wrong way round. My brain can't really compute what's going on, but we're in the slipstream of Alonso, Alex.
Okay, we're heading into what would normally be the opening corners. This is now a massive overtaking opportunity. This is so strange, you know. An iconic circuit, the home of British motor racing, and we're going completely the wrong way round. In fact, we're going into the pit lane right now. Scrub off the speed, and we head into the Silverstone pit lane, past the iconic wing, which is now on our left-hand side. Still getting used to all of this, and it's a straight pit stop race. Hadjar versus Alonso. In goes Alonso, and now we're hitting our marks. Can we jump him here? The turn in was optimal. We hit our marks. Can we beat the Aston Martin out? No! Fernando Alonso has done us. He's kept position.
Os comentários estão fixos, né?
Next bit's like though, because it is so tight in real life, and it's now the pit exit. We've barely got any room to use. Get rid of the limiter. Here we go, flat to the floor, and rejoin heading into Stowe Corner. but it's now a left-hander and Alonso's getting away from us.
Ah, phenomenal stuff. So the garages in the pit lane have a totally new layer comprising of all bays, pit purchase, crew, floor decals, garage signage, pit limits and exit lights. Everything had to face the other direction and be ordered differently.
Oh my word. Beckett's, then maggots. Unbelievable combination, still brilliant, even in reverse. And we're heading to Cop's Corner. Are we going to go around the outside? Hang on right now.
Come on!
Oh, what a move that is. Amazing.
This is absolutely brilliant to watch. I think this track will actually be one of the most difficult ones to learn.
Totally agree, Matt. We are now off to
Fiz que eles estão a pôr
Bahrain.
estas pistas, né? Que eles estavam a dizer.
Track.
Tá
It
porreiro.
means that you can see things like the fan zone that's there in real life on the left-hand side, and we're following Gabriel Bortoleto down to the first
cá está
turn.
a
There's
câmara,
always
nós
bumps down
conseguimos
there
ver
at
o
the first
carro,
turn. You
né?
can see the suspension is working away as he locks up. He's chasing Carlos Sainz up
Está
the
fixe,
hill.
está bonito,
That's
pá.
feeling very recent in the
jogo
memory
tá
of
muito
Bahrain
bonito.
Grand Prix as we head slightly up the hill. The track's undulation is very apparent now and feels authentic overall, especially when you reach turn 5. You get that great whoa moment because you really get to see and feel the elevation as a whole.
And the fast stuff is where LiDAR really comes into its own. Big direction changes, completely accurate. And now we're at turn 8, we're getting closer to the Williams in front.
Speaking of accurate, representation of the sandy and desert terrain verges in terms of slope and natural formations. The accuracy is just unmatched. We head into turn 10 now, known for its challenging downhill braking zone. That's also been replicated so that players will get to experience the precise elevation drop and tricky off-camber corner entry, giving them a true-to-life driving experience.
Oh, it's Lock-Up City. Turn 10, absolutely love it. And now the climb begins again into the fast stuff with Bortoleto leaning on every bump. 13 is such a tricky corner. Look at the suspension working away as he climbs the curb now. And he's chasing all the way to the end of a very familiar racetrack with its abrasive tarmac. And it's low grip, it's high abrasion, and is lining up right now for a great chance to overtake the Williams ahead. There's the rear wing element going up, and the Brazilian driver continues to chase on.
Está porreiro até agora, né?
Suzuka. Yes, please.
Dá para ver um bocadinho de cada,
Adore this
bocadinho destas
racetrack.
pistas e
And
as
we
câmaras
are
também
about to find
diferentes
ourselves doing an
e tudo.
attacking
A maneira
lap
como se movimentam os
around
carros.
Iconic corners. The LiDAR more accurate than
Depois já
they
temos
have
outra câmara,
ever
né?
been before. This is turn 1 at high speed, and we're working our way into the S's. Look at that on the left-hand side. We got the cherry blossoms. Wonderful.
Beautiful as well. You've got the pink Alpine of Jack Doohan. It's all just working out beautifully into the first sector. One of the most iconic sets of corners in the entire Formula One calendar. You can feel the car moving around, compressing. It's just brilliant.
Into the Degners, through the first one,
Tá
through
muito
the
fixe.
second one, and we're gaining all the time on Yuki Tsunoda. The dive bomb! The Kobayashi dive
Eu
bomb!
vos digo, eu não sou jogador de Fórmula 1, mas está
it?
muito bom.
Excellent
Até agora
stuff.
dá para perceber que está
I'm
muito bom o jogo, está muito bem
loving
trabalhado,
this
não é?
racetrack with all of the details around here. Spoon Corner is next. Fans watching from the side. More cherry blossom. And around this racetrack, it really is a beautiful place to come.
Spot the cherry blossom is the game we're playing at the moment. We're in the slipstream of Alex Albon. It's looking beautiful. How's 130R going to be? Albon wants to move.
That is a dangerous place to try and overtake. He couldn't make the pass. How about the iconic chicane? Made famous by Prost and Senna. The big wheel on the left-hand side. It's an amazing view from that, by the way. It's an amazing view on board with Jack Doohan as we go across the line. My word, does Suzuka look great? We've gained another place on the way to turn number 1. What a great racetrack. I love that place.
Heading to Australia.
Vamos para a Austrália
we go
agora, ver
now
esta,
for the
bocadinho
Grand Prix,
desta.
the first race of the season it was
Corrida
this
da
year.
Austrália em Melbourne.
And look at that.
Estão um pouco
Raining
pistas
in
icónicas
Melbourne.
daquelas
It's a
mesmo.
LiDAR scan track once
Só
again.
falta a do
So
Mónaco,
look for
né?
the accuracy. You can see it's a very unique track. It
Acho
has
que o
road
da Imola é
markings
do
on it.
Brasil, não é do
And
Mónaco.
you
Também
best
falta a de
believe the
Imola.
LiDAR has scanned it all.
Acho eu.
I'm so
Não
relieved
passámos
it
o
has,
do-
because that is going to make
E
things
com chuva,
extra
que
tricky.
brutal a
That is going to
chuva,
provide
não é?
you with the same challenges changes that the drivers themselves experience. And I love that we've got the wet conditions, just like we saw for the real thing earlier in the year, as we go past the stadium section now on the right-hand side.
So the building's placement, which you'll see around the track, is probably the biggest change, with the proportions of the pit buildings being accurate now, as well as all of the bridges and gantries around the track being correct.
I love to see it. Lean on the curb on the way out. Little bit of a correction there as we went over the markings. This is the flat out section now, changed a couple of years ago. We're going up through the gears. This is such a high speed change of direction. The fast chicane, how brave are you feeling through here? Gaining so much
Está espetacular a
time.
chuva,
Another great overtaking opportunity. We're
a
chasing
atmosfera
down
do
Lawson.
jogo.
This place looking fantastic, even though it's pouring with rain.
Oh, we're going to go for a move down the inside of Lawson. Beautiful stuff, and you'll see all around this circuit, as it is a street circuit technically, every barrier has been replaced with the correct height and proportioned versions, as well as all the colours and materials being updated.
A brilliant place to go racing, a wonderful crowd, and now the most accurate version of Albert Park we have ever seen. The car moving around so much in the rain as well, as we go over the line again, chasing down Lewis Hamilton for 8th position at Albert Park. Carlos Sainz making his way through.
Right, last one for today, and it is Zandvoort. As you can see, the entire start grid has had to be replaced on the opposite side of the start straight. In real life, this isn't even a consideration and might not be able to fit all the cars.
This is going to be amazing because it's a bank first turn. Look at this. This place is mad enough.
Curva inclinada
The
e
normal way
tudo.
round. This is epic going backwards. We're now into the stadium section.
I'll spot your apex here. Where is it?
I tell you what, I'm really enjoying this version of Zandvoort. It's going to get quicker and quicker now, and there's a good overtaking opportunity coming our way. I mean, we're already ahead, so don't worry about it too much. On board with George Russell, snaking our way through, and then it's going to get super quick again. I quite like it this way round.
Yeah, I think it's going to get even more chaotic now as we head through this left-hander, missing the apex ever so slightly, and this corner here, banked uphill. Here we go.
I'm going to speak to the organisers. I think this is the way forward. This is so quick.
Tá
and it
muito
now
fixe, olha
means
para
that the
isto.
original turn
Está
3
rápido,
is
curva
going
atrás
to
de
be
curva, né?
no runoff
Curva
at
e contra
all.
curva.
And banked as well.
Ah, phenomenal stuff.
E em
How is
curvas
turn
inclinadas
one
e
in
tudo,
real
meu, tá
life
brutal.
going to fare for the driver here? The last corner. Yeah, on the power.
That's epic. That
Thank you
is
very
so good. All right, Zandvoort, we've got a few ideas for the Grand Prix.
It's not over until it's over. Okay, great job.
I feel like that reaction would have been absolutely his reaction going round Zandvoort backwards, to be honest with you. Players can actually expect over 1,000 radio messages across the game from real-life races.
Fogo, mais
That was
de
a
1000
lot of
mensagens
fun,
de rádio.
Alex. A great look, an insight into F1 25. How did you find it?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. I'm loving that reverse track feature.
Make sure you go and pre-order F1 25 now.
Olha, está já para reservar o jogo. 3 dias de acesso antecipado. Quem reservar o jogo, não é? Joga 3 dias antes. Bem, me pareceu-me bem, não é? Eu gostei daquilo que eu vi. Cá está, eu não sou adepto de... Não sou adepto de Fórmula 1. Gosto de ver, de vez em quando gosto de ver Fórmula 1. Mas eu achei que o jogo estaria muito bom. E o jogo realmente está muito bom. Mesmo, hein? Deixa só ver se, quando é que sai, se tem aqui alguma data. É dia 30, não é? Tinha falado, não sei se é dia 30 de maio, é. Eu tinha já falado com vocês que era dia 30 de maio, data de lançamento. Pá, e o jogo parece muito bem, cá está. Eu não sou aquele jogador que gosto de jogar, assim, gosto de jogar Gran Turismo, gosto de jogar Forza, gosto de jogar o The Crew Motorfest, por exemplo, não é? Gosto de jogar, mas não sou aquele jogador de simulação de carros e isso tudo, muito menos de Fórmula 1. Mas aquilo que eu vi pareceu-me muito bom. Pareceu-me, não sou aquele entendido em jogos de Fórmula 1, mas eu gostei de ver. O gráfico está espetacular. A jogabilidade parece-me estar muito boa mesmo. A nível de gameplay também parece-me estar excelente. Aquelas curvas e tudo naquele circuito. Epá, agora o último está brutal. E vai ter mais de 1000 falas por rádio. Deve ter uma história, como eles têm todos os anos, muito fixe. Este ano deve ser, se calhar, a melhor história. No modo história, a melhor história de Fórmula 1. Pá, acho que vale a pena. Para os amantes de Fórmula 1, para quem gosta de Fórmula 1, eu acho que vale muito a pena este jogo, o F1 25, não é? Obrigado por terem estado desse lado. Obrigado. Partilhem, comentem. Partilhem o vídeo, comentem acerca do vídeo, não é? O que é que vocês gostaram, a nível do canal, o que é que vocês gostam, o que é que não gostam, é muito importante para mim. Já agora, se vocês gostaram, deixem esse like. Se não forem subscritos, já sabem, subscrevam o canal, não é? Eu digo já sabem, mas já sabem. Gostaria muito de contar com vocês ao longo desta jornada, deste canal, que quer que cresça cada vez mais e traga muitas coisas cada vez com mais qualidade. Muito obrigado do fundo do coração a vocês mesmo. Conto sempre com vocês. Muito obrigado e fui!